What's good, YouTube and Twitch, and welcome to the house. Simorgh is getting a huge revamp on its archetype, and realistically, Dark Simorgh's the only Simorgh that's had effects in the metagame. But like Thunder Dragons, I know there's 10 brand new Simorgh cards, yet I have no idea what any of them do. So let's go ahead and jump into it thanks to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization. So Simorgh revised. First one up, a cute little one. Alright, this is Simorgh Bird of Beginning. So you had to start somewhere, right? We all have to. This is a level 1 when the Winged Beast effect monster attacks 0, defense 1600. You can only use this card's name's first and second effects once per turn each. When this card is normal summoned, you can activate this effect. During this turn's main phase, you can normal summon, not set, one Simorgh monster in addition to your normal summon / set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. So it's only when it is normal summoned you can get another one. Alright. If your opponent controls no cards in their spell and trap zone, and this card is in your graveyard, you can activate this effect. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Winged Beast monsters. Also special summon this card in defense position, but banish it when it leaves the field. So like the old Simorghs, it is basing around Backrow's number of Backrows for the interaction. So it is going off of also control of the opponent. But notice, it's not limited to like them having had a turn. So if they have no cards in their spell and trap zones, period, and the cards in your graveyard, you can activate the effect. So you can link it away and just link it back the same turn. So if you're going first, that seems like a pretty good climbing ability depending on what they have within this archetype. Alright, Simorgh Bird of Summoning. Level 2, when Winged Beast effect monster, attack 1000, defense 1000. You can only use this card's name's first and second effects once per turn each. When this card is normal summoned, you can add one Simorgh card from your deck to your hand except Simorgh Bird of Summonings. Okay, so a searcher for anything, that's always nice to see. 1000 is pretty balanced. You're not giving it an 1800 kind of monster. If your opponent controls no cards in their spell and trap zones, and this card's in your graveyard, you can activate this effect. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Winged Beast. Also, special summon this card in defense position, but banish it when it leaves the field. This seems like pretty insane recursion going first. This seems like really, really insane recursion if you win the dice roll so far for this archetype. Oh man. This seems a little busted, actually. And you can use the effect, like you can use the first and second effects once per turn each. So it's not like one or the other, like kind of like how they did with the Thunder Dragons. This seems a little busted so far. Simorgh Bird of Endings, a level 3 Winged Beast Wind effect monster, attack 1500, defense 200. You can only use this card's first and second effects once per turn each. When this card is normal summoned, you can send a Simorgh card from your deck to the graveyard, except Bird of Ending. So it's a Foolish Burial. Notice, they all come back. Oh man, but at least it's stuck to normal summons. I guess that's the restriction on all these. The first effect all says normal summoned so far. So there's a little bit to restricting what these can do. And then if your opponent controls no cards in their spell and trap zone and this card's in your graveyard, you can activate this effect. Cannot special summon except Winged Beast. Special summon this card in defense position. So yeah, the other key one is the Winged Beast limit. Okay, so normal summon first effect, Winged Beast second. Maybe not as busted as I first thought, but depends if they get boss monsters, link monsters, etc. And what comes out of the Winged Beast link monsters. Looking at you, Heartbeast. Let's see here. Simorgh Bird of Protection is a level 4 Wind Winged Beast with an attack of 1400, defense of 1000. Did the level 3 have, yeah, more attack? Interesting. You can only use the first and second effects once per turn each. When this card is normal summoned, you can target a card in your opponent's spell and trap zone, return it to the hand. Only one. A bounce 1. So, worse than the level 3. And if your opponent has no cards in the spell and trap zone, you know what it's doing. Special summon it in defense position, but banish it if it leaves the field. Okay, we see a new big Simorgh. It looks nice. This is Simorgh Lord of the Storm, a level 8 Wind Winged Beast effect monster, attack 2900, defense 2000. You can only use this card's name second and third effects once per turn each. This tribute summon card cannot be targeted by an opponent's spell or trap card effect. So, no impermanence, no Widow Anchor. That's kind of relevant, but again, targeting protection. When a spell/trap card or effect is activated quick effect, you contribute a Winged Beast monster, then target one card your opponent controls, shuffle it into the deck. Interesting. So it doesn't negate, it shuffles a card into the deck on any activation. So it basically makes your opponent consider their line of plays? Question mark? When a wing beast monster you control is destroyed by battle, and this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. Nice third effect. I like it. Ooh, another Dark Simorgh. More darkness. What is happening? Darkness Simorgh. Real original, Konami. Darkness Simorgh. Dark Simorgh. Oh my gosh. A level 8 Dark Wing Beast effect monster. Attack 2900, defense 2000. You can only use this card's first and third effect once per turn each. If you tribute summon a Dark or Wind monster, you can special summon this card from your graveyard if it was there when you summoned, or hand even if not. Okay, cute. Easy to pop out on the field. So the foolish effect with this is pretty relevant, I suppose. This card's attribute is also treated as wind while in the monster zone. When a spell/trap or a spell/trap card or effect is activated, so no monster effect there. Quick effect, you can tribute one Wind Wing Beast monster, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Okay, so I guess what you're trying to do is like set up with both of these and give the bounce effect and also the negate effect. It's all relying and revolving around spell and traps like the old Simorghs did. It didn't really give it monster protection, which you can do with Solemns and stuff. It all makes sense so far. It seems like a pretty darn good update for what it was. It gives it some busted stuff, but you need Wind Wing Beast links, right? 7.8, too much wind, not enough water. Alright. Simorgh no Raiho Elborz. So Elborz Sacred Peak of Simorgh. A field spell card. Oh boy. You can use this card's second and third effects once per turn each. First effect, Wind Wing Beast monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. Standard. Second effect, you can reveal one level 5 or higher Wind Wing Beast monster from your hand. For the rest of this turn, you can normal summon Winged Beast, period, monsters with one less tribute. Okay. If you control a Wind Winged Beast monster, you can immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon a Winged Beast monster. So, I think since this is a spell, like, it would allow you to stack with the baby one, the Simorgh of Beginnings. So, I guess you can get a lot of normals throughout the turn, if I'm not mistaken, because it's two different kinds of effects. Okay. Because it's immediately after this effect resolves. Yeah, you should be able to get the additional normal. That is interesting. We have another spell, Simorgh Arrival, normal spell card. You can activate one card with this card's name per turn. That counts like the Draco spell traps. Okay. Discard one Wing Beast monster. Add 2 Simorgh monsters with different attributes from your deck to your hand. So you need a dark one is what it's saying to your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, reveal a Winged Beast monster from your hand, and if you do for the rest of the turn, any monsters with that revealed monster's name in your hand loses a level. The first effect obviously way more relevant, but I guess there's not really a restriction on the second effect, other than you can activate one card with this card's name per turn. Yeah, okay, yeah, so you can still activate it and then use the graveyard effect. That seems like something you can do, right? Interesting. Okay, Simorgh Rejection. Spell normal. The first effect way better on the other card. You can activate one card with this card's name per turn. Discard one Winged Beast monster. Return all cards in your opponent's spell and trap zones to the hand. What? Wait, that sounds like True Nade with extra steps. Discard a Winged Beast monster. Return all cards in your opponent's spell and trap zones to the hand. And then remember, if it's in the graveyard, it can just special summon! And defense, at least. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Reveal one Winged Beast monster from your hand. And if you do, for the rest of this turn, any monster with that revealed monster's name in your hand loses a level. They're really concentrating on getting it all the way down to just normal summonable levels, aren't they? Seems like what they're doing. And a trap card. Is that it? That's it. The final card. Simorgh Stormfront. Continuous trap card. You can activate the second effect of this card's name only once per turn. Winged Beast monsters you control with less attack than the Winged Beast monster you control with the highest attack cannot be targeted for attacks or by your opponent's card effects either. Interesting. And then, you know, there's that ability to make the biggest one untargetable by spell and traps. Interesting. So it like gives it everything immunity from like Widow Anchor / but it's a trap too, so You can send to your graveyard both this card you control and 2 Simorgh monsters you control whose original levels are 7 or higher and whose original attributes are different. Man, this better be busted. Return to the hand as many cards on the field as possible, and if you do, take 500 damage for each return card to the hand, then inflict damage to your opponent for equal damage to your... Okay, so we're talking about how burn damage was part of Simorgh's. This is interesting. Let me really let this sink in. So you have to have 2 Simorgh whose original levels are 7 or higher, and whose original attributes are different. Return, and it states original, not counted as ones. Return to the hand as many cards on the field as possible, but it already does the send to the graveyard first. And if you do, take 500 damage for each return card to the hand, then inflict damage to your opponent equal to it. So you're going to get burned. They're going to get burned. It's 2 Simorghs fighting on the card. I don't know about this one. Overall, the Archetype, I'm really liking how it's shaping up. They need a link for the modern era. This final effect, in order to really get going, they need some floodgate-like link similar to Dark Simorgh himself. They need something going for them in that aspect, because it really seems like it gains a ton of advantage by going first. And it's lacking in that department so far for me. Are we still setting up Dark Simorgh Anti-Spell Fragrance 2K19? Let me know in the comment section down below. Twitch chat, been a joy to have you guys here. Open chat, do you have anything to add to this?
Double summon buyout win.
No, please no. Oh man, if you're going for double summon buyouts, buy out that secret rare lettering from misprint from Tactical Evolution. Am I right, boys? But seriously, thank you guys for joining me, and this was kind of fun. I really do actually like how this is working, but they're missing they have their boss monsters. They're missing a link. They're missing extra deck is what it's really missing for me. Thanks for watching.